Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are in the world. And welcome to the Men's Lounge LA. I'm your host, Frederick Douglass Southern, aka Sir Frederick.
And I'm your co host and partner in these conversations, Coach Chris. Welcome to the Men's Lounge LA.
Here at the Men's Lounge, our mission is simple. We empower men. We empower good men to become greater men. We empower men to embrace their masculinity. And yes, we celebrate the women because without the women, we wouldn't be properly balanced.
I agree. Like I say, I always tip my hat to the women. Without the women, we are doing nothing. So, how you doing today, my brother?
I'm doing great. We had a pretty exciting week, actually, you and I, for the Men's Lounge. It was more like
Mhm.
uh, the Men's Lounge LA on the road.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. We were on the road, man, in
tell,
Anaheim.
tell our listening audience a little bit about that.
We did this series on autism, and our last guest that was here, Tyrone Rogers, had some great stories that he was telling about his life and what he's doing in that realm on the spectrum. He's not on the spectrum, but the situations he's in helping people that's on the spectrum. And we came across this particular part of the video that we did on him talking about his Christmas tree lot. And it was so heart, compelling for us. We decided to go ahead and share it with the media. And the media jumped on board pretty quick. And it was exciting. It was exciting to be there. We have ABC, NBC, and CBS get involved in this.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
the major players,
and
and
we sent it everywhere.
they jumped on board like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom.
yeah. So we decided to go ahead and surprise Tyrone, then let them know that CBS gave us a call and they wanted to be a part of this. And when we got there, he told us ABC called him. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So we want to share some of that with you guys. But what's your thoughts and what you remember about this, big bro?
Well, the beauty of it is that it was such inspiring, and you know we said, you know what, we need to get the word out. But I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to tell you all about it, the clips, the media, how it all unfolded, and it's coming up right after this.
They're good men. When I should be that silent, they need to be addressed. Excuse me, sir. Quiet, you brain. Wrong mental problem.
Yay. I love
You know,
that, man.
he said, quiet,
I
Frank.
love it.
Grown men are talking. So
I love it.
before we went to that break of intro, just to give our listening audience content and backdrop, when we did these 3 episodes on autism, we learned a lot. It was inspiring.
Mhm.
Again, we didn't know what spectrum was, and being on the spectrum, how wide or how long it can be, or the various levels of this invisible disability for autism, Asperger's, and the such. So it was very educational and inspirational for us. In addition to that, when we met Tyrone through someone, and it's just amazing how all of this unfolds and one dot connects to the next. When we talked to him, his 2 things: number one, the Christmas tree lot, how he started it, which we'll get into that clip in just a moment, and how the story about his son, special needs,
Mhm. Jai.
Jai. Yeah, he's low verbal autism on the spectrum, and how that came about, him working on the lot. So it just all comes together.
Yeah.
And what he's doing is such a magnificent story that Coach Chris and I said, we got to get the word out. A larger audience needs to see this, what these second chancers are doing, special needs are doing, what he's doing with them. And that's to inspire other business owners to hire second chancers and special needs spectrum individuals, just to show their abilities. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that 100%, because we did have in our first segment that we talked about the stats on special needs adults being hired, and that number is very low. And he's doing that. And these guys here, man, we met them personally. These are some great people, man. I'm telling you, we talked about that before and how these are great people in general. But when they get into the workforce, they do a great job. And you'll see that on this video. And when it's all said and done, this was, like you said, an enlightening situation for us, heart-wrenching when it comes down to getting the word out. And it's just, like you said, we fell in love with this. We fell in love with this whole topic situation. We got more to come on this, guys. This is not the last of it. We're going to be coming back at you guys with this here in the near future when we get these other shows ready. But it's a great thing, man. It's a great thing. It was great being down there. And I can't wait to share this with you guys, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna love this story.
No, well, you know what? Let's talk about it now.
Yeah,
the impact that it made on us, what we did this week, just a few days ago.
Yeah.
So here, listening audience, this is how it all came about, and then we'll show you the news clips. Coach Chris and I made a point. It inspired us both at the same time that this needs to be seen on a wider scale, on a wider audience. And so Coach Chris came up with the idea, and I jumped on it. He came up with the idea. He says, man, no. Here's how it really happened. You saw NBC. Who was this?
Lynette Romero in the morning. She has a show, a segment on their morning show called Bright Spot.
Right.
So when I saw that morning, when I contacted you, I said, man, we need to do something to send this information out, man, because these people that are doing this, like Tyrone and maybe some other people, it's not on our platform right now, but he is, and he's talking about what he's done and doing for special needs kids, including Snoop's special SARS.
And Super Bowl.
Yeah. So all of that stuff matters, and right now he's on our platform talking about what he's done and what he is doing. So when it comes to the big picture, I just wanted to put that out there to her. And then when we did that, we said, you know what? Let's just saturate all the media. ABC, NBC, Spectrum, ESPN, Jennifer Hudson, et cetera, and the list goes on. We sent it out, and there may be some more people from those media outlets that might want to pick up on this story, especially now since it's been on CBS, ABC, and NBC at this point. Those are the big wigs, and now the other ones just might fall in. I hope they do, because Tyrone deserved to have these flowers handed to him along with the people that he's hiring on his lot. That's how that came about.
So just to give you more backdrop on to our listening audience, when Coach Chris says, let's reach out to Lynette Romero, NBC, I said, okay, cool. So I drafted up a letter, email, we sent it to her. We didn't get a response. Then Coach Chris says, you know what? We ought to send it out to all of them.
Everybody.
And I just duplicated that letter and blasted it out to the different medias. And a day or two later, we heard from CBS LA. Yep. We heard from CBS LA, and then ABC went behind our backs and contacted him directly. He says, "Oh, they're coming down tomorrow." And Coach Chris says, "Hey, you know what? When we go down there tomorrow, let's surprise him with this good news that CBS LA is coming down." So on Tuesday, ABC was there. Then Wednesday, the next day, CBS LA was there, and unbeknownst to us, unbeknownst to us, NBC, who we originally reached out to, they ambushed him. They just showed up with the camera crew. They didn't call him. They didn't do anything. They just, and that was exciting, actually. That was a good ambush, you know?
Yeah, they sent out a live crew, and
It was live.
Did it live at that point. So he texted us and said, "Hey, NBC is here." I was like, "What? What?" They didn't even contact us, you know, because whatever, how they, you know, put things around and do this and that, it basically, we have no control over it. So when NBC sent it out like they did, and then it came out, it still turned out to be a great show. And we'll share that with you guys here shortly. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy this.
That was a good ambush. They just showed up. Tyrone texted us and say, "Hey, NBC is here. They're live," and it was a live, which we'll show you. We'll show you in just a moment. But let me run this clip that we have, how his Christmas tree lot came about.
Owning Christmas tree lots since 1995. I really started it to help family members. That was
Your family members?
Family, I would say, yeah, my family. And when I say family, I have a lot of families in that blood.
Right.
So,
We all do.
You know, and still family.
As a community, that's what we do.
Yes. So I was still playing ball back then. And a lot of my family members getting out of prison, and they was having a hard time getting a job, and they needed a job because the probation was going to lock them back up. They didn't have some type of job, which was, you know, how you gonna get a job? You got, you know, you got this strike against you.
You got a record. Yeah.
So I, you know, they had to get a job within 30 days. So I started a tree lot, and gave all my, you know, all of them jobs, and the parole officers came out, checked them and everything else, and got them by the first, you know, path of getting a job or whatever. So this, I started selling Christmas trees to help.
You know, that's how it all came about, a selfless act trying to help family members. And it just blossomed, it blew up. And that's what it is today.
It is, man. And that's what inspired us to do this and send it to the media, man, because stories like this, man, just can't sit on the platform. It needs to be out there and for the entire world to see, man, because special needs adults are being overlooked. And that's something that we wanted to address. So bring it to the media's attention and even get it that quick response for them to come out like that. Why don't you go ahead and show the video on how they did, man? Bring that video up there, big bro. Let's share it with our listeners.
All right.
An Anaheim tree lot is doing much more than spreading holiday cheer. It's creating an opportunity for people who often struggle to find work.
NBC4's Amber Frias introduces us to the business owner who is using his tree lot to employ people with special needs. Amber.
Calling Michael, for many of the employees working here, this is their first job, and they tell me they couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity. Now, the job involves cutting the tree, wrapping it, and loading it onto people's cars. And while some admit it is hard work, employees we spoke with say they couldn't be happier about the opportunity. At first look, Rogers Christmas tree lot looks like any other. Rows of trees in every shape, size, and even color. The smell of pine in the air, and families searching for the perfect tree. But this lot is rooted in something deeper.
It started and still going on is to help. It's with a purpose.
Tyrone Rogers, a former Seattle Seahawks player, started the business 30 years ago to provide jobs for people who had been formerly incarcerated and couldn't find jobs. 10 years ago, when his son was diagnosed with autism, his mission evolved.
I'm thinking about my son when he get older, what's opportunities for him.
He decided he wanted to create opportunities for people like his son. And today, Rogers hires 10 young adults each year, all on the spectrum, to help run the tree lot.
Just seeing all the people, customers smile, the kids.
For employees like Jose Garcia, the job means more than seasonal work.
I like supporting my family, help them out. I have brothers and sisters, and we all up together.
For Clement Victor and Noah Gertie, it's about learning new skills and building confidence.
My skills that I've learned is how to tie down trees, how to build the bows, and to put them on the trees.
It helps me with my people skills.
Rogers says understanding and patience makes a difference.
May need extra training here or there or help, but once they get it, they got it. And they can do the job as good as anyone else.
So while customers come to Rogers Christmas tree lot for a tree, many leave supporting a bigger cause, a business built on second chances, inclusion, and purpose. And Tyrone Rogers, the owner of the Christmas tree lot, says there are many misconceptions about the abilities of those living with disabilities. So he hopes that this story encourages other business owners to also provide similar opportunities. Reporting live from Anaheim, Amber Frias, NBC4 News.
Yeah, that's amazing. And that's one of the news medias. They just ambushed him.
Yeah.
They didn't call, make an appointment. They didn't even know if he was going to be there or not.
Yeah.
And we went down there with a live news crew.
Yeah.
Damn, did the story right off the cuff. So, you know, I think it's a great thing, man, that we can support him any way that we can. We saw that. Now, our listening audience, we're not really getting anything from this, other than promoting him. Of course, the universe will send it back to us in terms of good karma and all that, and that's fine. But when you see a feel-good story, someone that's making a dent in the universe, it has to be acknowledged. And that's all we want to do. We want to acknowledge that.
Exactly. You know, and that's why I said to you, you know, it's not about us, even though we're bringing this to the media attention. You know, be nice to get flowers. Only reason why is because, you know, everybody want to get their flowers for the work that they do. But ultimately, I told you, big bro, if you remember this, it's not about us, man. It's about these guys.
It's about these guys.
It's about these guys, man. It's about Tyrone. The things that he's doing in the community, and not just during the Christmas time. He does this, like I say, year round. He has a son that's on the spectrum, you know, and Jai is, you know, like you say, a gentle giant, and he's a great guy. So his passion for this is not just on Christmas, it's year round. It's all the time. Snoop Special Stars that he's involved in, that you guys look at, if you look at episode 3, and everything that's involved with this man's life is about giving back. And that's why we wanted to make sure we get this on the media, and for them to jump on it like they did, as quickly as they did. I am very happy just before this holiday season, because it's a feel-good story. This is a feel-good story.
It's a feel-good story.
You know, so let's get the listening audience and the viewers to listen to this other part of this on how this all transpired, and get this thing rolling, man. I love this story.
All right, hold on. Here it is.
The little bonus I have for them, I usually shut my lot down around maybe 21st, 22nd.
Yes.
And I turn it over to everybody who worked becomes their lot. So even though it's a lot of money, but yeah.
So for you at around the 21st, you turn the lot over to them and you take your hands off and they just run the lot.
They basically, I'm still there, but
I get that.
Everything that they've learned from me and the prices and everything else, they start selling the trees, and then they would still our same program where the person who buy the tree come to the door, and you know when we take the money, but all the money goes to them. They form their little company. I teach them how to form the company. Who's going to be their lead?
Wow.
They get together, and who's ever the lead, and they think can be their spokesperson or whatever. And then at the end of the night, I'd say, all right, let's tally up. Let's see what you guys made. And then they sit and divide it up every night.
So every dollar that's made from the 20th on, it goes straight to them.
Straight to them, yeah. No, it's not the 20th. I shut down. I got to look at the date. I think it's the 22nd, 21st, 22nd. But yeah.
And you sell all the way up to Christmas Day.
Oh, that was the end of the clip. I was waiting for more.
Well, we already know what's more behind that because we had that show we did. And I remember he said they sell all the way up until they want to be there. So if it's up to Christmas and they want to be there, it's going to be on Christmas. But and then going into it, if you guys watch a video on our platform and you see what he's saying along with this and everything else is going, this is a great episode. So I urge you guys go look at it. But I also asked him, I said, how do they choose the leader? And he said that, and I said, as a coach, I'm just kind of curious. He said, oh, it's like, picking a team captain. I was like, perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking. And I said, well, is there like, a tie and you're the tiebreaker? How does that work? And he was like, no, they usually figure it out. They figure it out. One person get chosen. And from there, they do what they got to do. And this is another reason why we said, man, we got to put this out, man. We got to get somebody on this lot.
It has to be on a wider, get it out to a wider audience. Because for one of the things that we're looking to convey is that there are business owners out there recently incarcerated, released, second chancers, and there are business owners out there that do and will hire newly released or second chancers, as it's referred to. And I think that's a commendable thing. That is huge, because what does it do to your self-esteem and your psyche that, man, nobody wants to hire me. I made a mistake. I paid my debt. Now I'm trying to, redeem myself. So if you're a business owner and you're able to hire second chancers, oh, please do. You have no idea what it does for that person that's reinstating themselves in life and building that self-esteem up. And
this should be an inspiration for what you talking about right now.
Yes.
For a lot of business owners to do something like that, because like I said, this story hits home, man. It hits my heart. And like I said, all the research we were doing for these shows and learning more about On the Spectrum, like we talked about, and then seeing these guys in action, man, they just work as hard and as
harder
as anyone else out there that you want to consider neurotypical. So it's a beautiful thing, man, just to see these guys in action, man. As a matter of fact, the guys that you saw on that video, we know them personally now. We talked to them.
Yes.
We talked to every last one of the guys. And conversing with them, man, was just like you and I talking to each other right now. And there's no difference. So when you hire people like this that have these invisible disabilities, you're not going to be falling short bringing someone in. Like you said, hiring someone who worked just as hard, if not harder, dedicated, and all these things. Of course, you got to go through your process. Being a former business owner and a manager, I understand you got to go through the interview process and you get things figured out. But don't overlook these guys, man. These people are incredible people. And, with that said, why don't you run this video, man, on how ABC came in. And you guys will see us in the background on this one, as you know.
Because ABC went around us and contacted him directly. Here it is.
Retired people with special needs. The mission is personal for the business owner, a retired NFL player. He has an adult son on the autism spectrum. And as Eyewitness News reporter Bianca Bono explains, he works with a group home to help give the young men a chance and an experience.
Right now, the Normans are my favorite.
Noah Guidry knows what to look for when it comes to picking out the perfect Christmas tree.
It smells pretty good.
It's his third year working at Rogers Christmas Trees in Anaheim.
It's probably the tallest one we got.
He shows us the tallest tree on the lot.
Probably like 9-10 feet.
But the purpose behind this farm is far bigger.
We've been doing this for 10 years.
Tyrone Rogers is the tree farm's longtime owner, and the former NFL player saw an opportunity to add even more magic to the holidays.
The whole year, they're talking about working here.
Rogers has partnered with a local group home to provide opportunities that can often be hard to find.
Just because they're diagnosed with special needs, autism, or where around the spectrum, they still need help. And so, and if you're able to help in some kind of way with business, you should go out and try to give them a chance.
And for Rogers, this mission is personal, because one of the employees is his son.
He is low verbal, high function. He can do anything, it's just his verbal flow. I'm gonna make the opportunity for him. My concern was other kids, other families. What are they, they don't have a chance.
From carving the perfect cut to tying the trees down, Rogers trains these employees to help customers start to finish, with the goal of giving them life skills that extend far beyond the holidays.
Teach them that they have something to offer. They can come out, they can do any job that anyone else can do, and they do a great job.
Picking out trees with a powerful purpose.
If you give them a chance, you'll see what they can do.
And starting December 22nd, for the final days of the holiday season, the employees will come together, choose a leader, and take over operations completely. 100% of the profits will go to them. Reporting in Anaheim, Bianca Bono, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, they saw the value.
Yeah.
They saw the value in this story. And, if you and our listening audience have a feel-good story, please reach out to us, info@themensloungela.com. And we will respond. We'll talk about it. And thank you, Coach. And, it's important that we get the word out with the feel-good stories and having some type of acknowledgement. So,
you know what? I was just thinking about that day, man. The reporter, Bianca, she was such a sweet person when it came down to her, being a part of this process. And she had a smile on her face the whole day, guys. When I saw the smile on her face, that just let me know that, hey, this woman here is really, enjoying this story. And she gave us a background on her and how things, how she got the story and stuff like that. But just to see the smile on her face the whole day. And like I say, she was very sweet. We took a bunch of photos that day. Matter of fact, we should have showed those photos, and we didn't think.
I wish we had them to upload, but
matter of fact, CBS is part of this too. We haven't gotten the clips yet because there's going to be some vacationing going on now. That's why we want to put this out for you guys before the vacation starts with the Men's Lounge LA before the end of the year. So when CBS brings theirs out, we're going to go ahead and record that as well. And then just touch back in on with CBS. And then we'll show you those photos from ABC and then anything else that we got going on that's going to be a part of this, because these things, man, the Men's Lounge LA is deep into this one, like everything else that we do. But this one here, we're deep into it. I'm telling you, this is great.
Just to let our listening audience know, when we were down there both days, we got a chance to meet the mentors or coaches of the group homes that house these young men. Now, here's what happens in the group home, just so you know. Not all of them are special needs. So it's a mixture of special needs and second chancers. So they are the coaches that give them life coping skills to work it out on a day-to-day basis. Communication skills, goal setting, and so it's an amazing thing. So be on the lookout because we will be doing a tour through the group homes. You get a chance to talk to the owner, and you get a chance to talk to the coaches. That's what we call them. We call them coaches because they're coaching him through life to navigate on a day-to-day basis.
The guys who are there with them, when we were talking to them, they love our platform. They love what we want to convey on our platform. Like you said, we're going to go and we're going to be visiting them in these group homes, and we're going to be coming out with a show on that as well. So it's a lot more to come on this particular subject or topic. So just get ready for that. Get ready for that, guys. This is really something, man. And like I say, I'm almost lost for words, and that's hard for me because I usually have something to say about everything.
One of the things
I'm limiting my words because I'm trying to be careful because, like I say, these guys still need to be protected because they're in these situations. But then again, some of the stuff can be told because we're not talking about anybody in particular. It's just basically information given to the listening audience and let them know that, hey, these guys they're good. They're good people, man. Tyrone wouldn't hire him, man, because Tyrone is no joke. This is one stand-up guy. He is no joke. I mean, he's a businessman. He knows how to run his business. We got a chance to meet his daughter. We got a chance to meet his dog. His dog is great, you know. We got a chance to meet his fiance. I'm telling you, this is a family. He's part of our family. He's part of our family, you know. So Tyrone, keep doing what you're doing, brother. We got nothing but support here from the Men's Lounge LA.
All right, Coach, what you got next, or do you?
You want to get our takeaway in on this? We get a takeaway if you want, unless everything we talked about is our takeaway. I'll leave it up to you. What do you want to do? You want to get a takeaway in on this?
Yeah, takeaway is this. The takeaway is, and I mentioned it earlier, but if you're a business owner and you're able to hire a second chancer or a special needs individual, do it. The rewards is, I can't even admit, the rewards are astronomical. Just do it. And you're giving that person a second chance in life. They will absolutely amaze you. Someone that's neurodivergent, special needs, on the spectrum. And the thing about the people that are on the spectrum, each and every one of them have a superpower. And you'd be surprised what they have to deliver to your business in life and to themselves. So I encourage you to do that. Also, if you have a feel-good story, we want to hear from you. info@themensloungela.com. What about you, Coach?
You know, my takeaway is, you know, just being there and seeing everything, man. And I was glad when I saw what they were doing and how they're, you know, the families coming out getting trees. You know, the thing that inspired me to reach out to NBC, and even though they came incognito the way they did, just showing up, but, you know, Tyrone's a professional, so he was able to welcome them in and do what he had to do. If we knew anything about it, we would have been there too, just to support him along like we did with ABC and CBS, even though he hasn't seen the CBS episode yet. But it's just, like I say, man, being a former business owner and a manager where I hired people and did things like that, it wasn't as open about it when it comes down to special needs like it is now. You know, I've been around those, you know, when I worked at Ralph's, I've been around, you know, special needs adults. And I always talked to them and had fun talking to them, just like I would do, like you and I, having just fun, just talking, man. I never looked at them like they were any different than anybody else. So my takeaway for the listening audience is just treat everybody that you think or know that has special needs like you want to be treated.
Right.
Just treat them like you want to be treated. That's the key, because
dignity and respect.
Yeah, treat them any different. It's not fair to them or even yourself, because you'll be surprised what you can cultivate as far as a relationship with that kind of person, male or female. It doesn't matter. Just treat them with respect and treat them like you want to be treated. That's my takeaway for sure.
Fantastic. Yeah. All right, man. Take us home.
As we say when we end our shows, as we empower men, everyone benefits, including and especially the one who's looking for a man like that.
And here at the Men's Lounge LA, we're empowering men, strengthening families, and transforming lives. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time in the lounge.
Thanks for watching.